We are in Saint John, New Brunswick, and yesterday Kevin made the mistake of mentioning that he hasn't got any use out of his rain jacket that he just bought at LL Bean, so the rain is coming down today. This is the motorhome experiment. So we are in Saint John, New Brunswick, and this is home of a couple of amazing natural phenomenons, and so we're going to go check those out today. One of them is Reversing Falls, I think more appropriately named Vanishing Falls or Reversing Rapids, as they say.
They're trying to rebrand it to Reversing Rapids.
So we saw the high tide the other night and the water coming inland out of the ocean. Today we're going to go check out slack tide, which means it's not going one way or the other, and then later on we'll check out low tide, which means there's actually supposed to be a waterfall there. Let's do it.
Let's go.
We've already told everyone that this is your fault because you said that your rain jacket hasn't been being used.
Gore-Tex.
Well, your freaking rain jacket's getting used today.
Yep. The Sharon way.
Yeah. Yesterday was beautiful out and we stayed inside and worked all day. That was kind of my fault. I was a little under the weather. Yeah, we won't discuss that. If you don't see me in the next few vlogs, it's because I'm in the hospital. All right, so you guys remember the other night when we were here, probably? The water was ferociously traveling that direction. This is actually tide coming in from the ocean. Kevin, you just brought up a good point. Can you repeat that? This is not a river.
This is not a river. This is the ocean making its way inland, and it happens every 6 or 8 hours.
Yeah, I would think 6 hours.
It flows in and out from high tide. This is high tide.
Yeah, this is tide change.
Yeah. This is like insanity to think about. That is salt water. That used to be out in the ocean with the whales, and it's coming in here.
Yeah, it is amazing. That is absolutely amazing.
I mean, the power right there is the craziest part.
Yeah, you can see over in the corner right over there. It's going to be hard to focus on my finger, but you can see the swell there and how fast it's moving. It's insane. And of course, you can see how fast it's moving right close to here as well at the rocks. Unbelievable. This was underwater the other night. So it takes it that long to settle and then start to come back out. There are 2 times of the day where there's a slack tide. There's a high slack, which is what this is, and then there's a low slack tide. And high slack tide comes 2 hours and 25 minutes after high tide. So high tide today was around 10:15, 10:20. And then low slack tide is 3 hours and 50 minutes after low slack. So once all this goes out and it's low tide, there will be a time when this stops shifting again and then starts to flow back upriver.
I mean, you can see it's picked up since we got here.
Yeah, you can see it's really starting to pour out just in the last few minutes. Yeah, you can see the rapids starting to reverse here. Very cool.
Wow, look at
what a neat phenomena.
In rock like depth just right here. It seriously just drops right off right there.
Yep. So again, how long do you guys think we've been here now? Like 10 minutes?
Maybe, if that.
So maybe been here 10 minutes now, and you guys can see out there how the rapids are starting to now go the other way and how much the water has picked up just in that little amount of time. In here and out here where it's starting to come out around the island. Pretty amazing. Kevin is totally getting his money's worth out of his jacket now.
So dry.
And again, just a little more current. Been here now maybe 20 minutes. And again, you can see it starting to get more and more violent as it's rushing back to the ocean. How's that for some good descriptives? Now, because it's such a nice day out, we're gonna go check out the tall ships because they're in town. You guys ready to check out tall ships?
Yes.
You ready to check out some tall ships? All right. Okay, one last view before we go. Holy smokes. All right.
Especially over there.
Yep. Now you can
crazy.
really see it coming down now. That's just amazing.
So cool.
We're parked here in the market square in downtown Saint John, and we're heading up to see the tall ships. Kevin just broke his nose on the door. What is that, Kevin?
Oh no.
It actually has a dial tone. It says I didn't completely insert my card. That's because this is an ancient device. So I don't think we're going that way, or should we go this way probably? Do you think we can go all the way along? Okay, we're gonna chance it. We have no idea where we're going. We know we're going to the ships, and we saw them over here in the water, so we figure that's where we need to go. And we're also gonna check out this little lighthouse over here. Only in Canada would they be playing beach volleyball in the pouring rain, because they don't have much of a choice. Oh. Yep. See, they're all dressed like it's a hot summer day, and we're dressed in freaking rain gear. And so the answer of can we get to the tall ships from here is no. We're definitely not in the right place. The tall ships are over there, and we can't get there from here. Cool little lighthouse. I'm sure. All right, so I've been making a joke about taking one of these boats out into the harbor. We're actually going to take one of these boats out into the harbor. This is going to be cool. Oh, they're just sign these waivers in case we kill you.
We're not going to kill you.
Oh, okay. They say they're not going to drown us or anything, so that's awesome.
Don't jump overboard.
That we won't do.
Are you capacitated for this one?
This way? Sweet. Don't zipper it. Okay, yes, we don't want to do that.
No.
Perfect. So literally 30 seconds ago, Laura, you didn't know you were going for a boat ride. So
I know, this is such a shocker. This, and that would release the contents of the cylinder.
okay.
And
Cool.
if it was overinflated or underinflated at all, you would use this mouthpiece. So press down to depress to release some air, or
Cool.
blow in to inflate.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
well,
Did you do that too?
We're about to go down there.
Well, and then at Halifax, it's the opposite.
Oh, this is awesome.
I'm gonna be your driver.
It's like a crazy funhouse. Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Saint Awesome.
So I don't drink, but I'm kind of figuring that this is what it's kind of like.
Yes.
If you've had a couple too many.
You'll feel like,
We are on the
This
boat
is our first time.
heading out. She's never driven this boat before, so this is going to be interesting.
That's crazy.
This mural was done by a guy on a paddleboard, and it exposes itself as, well, I don't know if it exposes itself, but it reveals itself as the tide goes down. Just 15 minutes ago, we didn't know we were going to do any of this. This is amazing. So you never know what you're going to do when you wake up in the morning, and it could be something as cool as this.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, how cool is that? And just like that, we're back.
I mean, is it cool to be
But
on
what
a
an
boat to go to
amazing
it?
trip out to see the tall ships. It was just incredible. Gotta thank the Canadian Navy.
Yeah.
All these young men and women in the Canadian Navy. Yes. And nobody fell overboard.
Yeah.
Which really sucks for video, but it's good for the Navy.
Of course I'm gonna be.
Now the big man, here he goes.
There you go. Grab hold of the jacket. All right. Grab it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Captain.
Yes, enjoy the rest
That was
Thanks,
awesome.
boss. Thank you.
That was awesome.
Very cool.
Drop your jackets out. Your life vest out.
Oh, these we don't get to keep these? Oh, okay.
no.
All right.
That's a little more paperwork.
Too much paperwork if we do that. Thanks, guys. Bye.
day. Enjoy your travels.
Will do. City Market, Saint John. Canada's first incorporated city, established by Royal Charter. All right, they said City Market was going to be pretty cool, and it is. It's one of the oldest running markets in Canada.
Dude, that place is part of a Queen song. Java Moose, can you do the no Santa will delight me. Very, very frightening me. Galileo, Galileo.
Non-stop, all day, every day. Oh, look at these cute little maple syrup things. And it sounds like there's live music up here even. I don't know if you guys will see this on video, but the ceiling is basically like the upside down hull of a ship. That's if you have a really big imagination, because it kind of sort of looks like it, but not really.
Taste of Egypt place sits back there. They have.
Kevin is leading us on a wild goose chase for Egyptian food. Do you know where you're going? All right.
I don't think so.
Way quicker. I saw that.
We're all blindly following Kevin to an Egyptian food place that we don't even know if it exists. I think he found it. And it's closed. It's closed, isn't it? Oh. Wow, this is our awesome food here at the Taste of Egypt. It's amazing.
Is there anything else I can grab along for you guys?
No,
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Awesomeness.
You're awesome.
I know. What am I gonna do then?
Thank you so much. How was your Taste of Egypt experience, Lorena?
It was extremely good.
Yeah? It's awesome?
Oh wait, who has the to-go box? Nobody.
Nobody.
Oh, it's right there.
Kevin is going back in there to get his to-go box. See what happens if you're not careful? Space junk falls out of space and crushes a mailbox. And this is it, Reversing Falls. And this is where high tide and low tide come to meet and make the falls either come and go depending on high tide or low tide. And it's pretty cool. Okay, so this right here is the Reversing Falls. This comes out this way, but later in the day it will actually flow up and out. So that is just insane. Oh,
But
it
you'll be
is
able to
true.
see some
Right there.
tortoises and dolphins.
Look at this. At its highest, the Bay of Fundy tide reaches 17 meters, 56 feet. That's crazy. But see, now we have to see this at high tide.
High tide's not going to be anything. Low tide's the one that you want.
Well, low tide here so that you can see that this actually is falling down. You can actually see that, and then see it changing the direction the other way will be amazing. We've left Kevin up at the visitor center. He's trying to figure out what's going on with the skywalk, but we're gonna adventure down and check out the water a little bit closer. This is pretty insane. We were kind of hoping this place here would be open, the skywalk, but it's not. This is pretty incredible, isn't it, Lori?
It is.
It is. Oh, she's trying to get a picture.
This is so cool.
So you can actually see up here on the rocks where high tide comes up. So right now, this flows down this way. High tide comes and flows back in there. Up in that area, you can see a yellow roof. That is the area we were up earlier taking that video from Falls View Park. And then if you look down here, what's really cool is you'll see a whirlpool forming over in here, and then the whirlpool slowly moves down until it dissipates, and then another one will start. And it starts up in here, and then it slowly moves down until it dissipates. It's really, really cool. Now there's 2 or 3 going at once. Where in the heck are you going? Holy smokes. It's open, so it doesn't say you can't go, right? Under that bridge was just amazing. Kind of creepy. So now we're gonna go out here to we're on the opposite side from where we were just a minute ago, and much higher up. We're actually getting really close to what's called low slack. So low tide over here is pulling the water out of the river, or allowing the water from the river to flow down. This is slowly filling up now. It will level this falls area out, where these two will be not flowing one way or the other, just like it was on the other side earlier. So very, very cool. Okay, I gotta tell you guys about this because this is crazy. So over here, this gray and dark rock are 2 ancient continents coming together. So the gray rock they refer to as Brookville terrain, and that formed south of the equator 700 million years ago in what we now know as South America. The dark colored rocks are called the Avalon terrain, and that was formed south of the equator about 540 million years ago near what we now know as Africa. And the phenomena that brought these plates sliding up here took 120 million years to occur. And that was obviously during the time when there was a supercontinent on the planet called Pangaea. So, absolutely insane. And supposedly there is like a 200-foot waterfall underneath here. So water flowing from where it is dropping off of this, what would be a 200-foot waterfall if the water on our left-hand side ever dropped that low. It doesn't, obviously, because of the tide change, but right now it's a 50-foot drop from one side to the other, and it's just insane. And we didn't catch it at the lowest of low tide, so not as dramatic, other than the swirling waterfalls and all that over here. which are incredible. Lori and I just found the paint scheme that we want to do on the RV right there, baby. Go Canada, strong and free. That's what I'm talking about. We have no idea where this is going. This is gonna pop out right beside our RVs. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Look at this thing. Holy smokes. Welcome for the next tour of Star Trailers. Oh, wow. Look at those two RVs right there.
That is
wow. Those ones right there. Those two. Those are
Yeah,
amazing.
keep pointing at the screen. Everybody can see that.
Right there.
Yeah, there's two.
I did this to squeeze them to zoom them. What an amazing day we had in Saint John. Even though Kevin's trying to hide, it makes me look like I got some weird bald thing happening on the back of my head. We had an amazing time in Saint John. The tall ships were awesome and went for an unexpected ride, which was really cool. Do you guys have any idea how distracting these guys are all day long? This is like this. If this is your first time here, it'd be awesome if you subscribe to the channel. Keep up to date on all of our travels. It'd be equally as cool if you hit that like button, despite of Kevin acting up in the background. We'll see you guys again in another one. Bye.
Subscribe.
Bye, guys.
Bye.